extra cover. Both shots have been gone through, so you might be getting a short extra cover in place to stop those boundaries or runs, which has been inflow on the very two deliveries from Sandeep Singh. He quickly approaches to 8 runs in 2 deliveries, but still they are just been sticking with the basics. I think so. They are not approaching any sort of extra fielder nearby to the catching position at short extra.
Another flighted delivery, and this time he's played that backward of point. There is protection in the deep. You've got the third man fielder who will cover that. So 3 deliveries, 9 runs from Sandeep Singh Sandy, and that will bring Yasir Kaleem on strike.
Yes, Yasir has done a good job so far in this tournament. Being a skipper, you have got the responsibility almost doubled on your shoulders, that you have to lead the side, being an iconic player, so that rest of the players will follow you, and they will surely be looking at him, that how he will get a start. Have it, and this has gone through for 4. Excellent. He's off the mark with the boundary too. So both batters, they're off the mark with boundaries.
Yes, both the batters are on a roll. They've started off positively with some intent, and Zahoor, he's definitely not bowling his best. Those were fuller deliveries. One was wide, and we know Yasir Kaleem, he is so strong on the offside.
Yes, exactly. He can hit you hard if the width has been provided, and I think so here. What Zahoor is making a mistake. He's providing too much weight to the batters, both of them.
The inside edge of the bat towards fine leg. Makes sure the ball is inside. Stops it on its way. Or that could also have been another boundary. Expensive over from Zahoor so far. 14 of it. One more delivery to go. And this is a good start for Ajman.
Yes, exactly your right shape. Dream start for Ajman and both batters, as the ball has been coming right underneath of the bat. They are middling the ball well. And so far the pressure is on Zahoor. Let's see where he will be finishing this over. There you go, it's gone aerial. This is even better shots of the hit. He has hit so far. Mighty 6.
Not learning from his mistakes, Zahoor. That one was also bowled full in his range. Sandeep Singh Sandy will not miss those. Played straight down the ground. Big hit. A 6 to end the over. 20 of it. Good start for Ajman.
ओपनर मैन ठीक है। अच्छा तू तेरा बैट चला हुआ है पता है टूर्नामेंट नीचे खेलना पता क्या भागना पड़ता है। चल ऊपर से थोड़ा सा ऊपर से हो जाए वो हो गया सही लेट्स प्लीज। थैंक यू।
Well, Ajman's side should be looking better, as Ayan Khan, 8 innings, 5 wickets. Pushing forward. So it will be a
Bowling छोटे
superb
कुछ
test of the
कुछ start
bowlers.
छोटे.
If you're a
ऐसे ही
spinner
out
or a
करना तूने
pacer
का शाबाश.
on the surface shape,
Yes, that's right. Especially the spinners. It's a dry wicket. Fuller delivery, up and over, the extra cover. Easy pickings for Yasir Kaleem. And Ajman have really started off well against Sharjah. That is a beautiful shot from Yasir Kaleem. Look at that, clearing his front foot and playing it up and over with a lot of intent and aggression. 4 runs for Yasir Kaleem.
yes, exactly. That was really a good hit. And it's a real test for the spinner. That's a good line. Good attempt. Close to the pads, in front of the wickets. Because if you're giving too much weight towards offside and onside, you will be badly hammered.
Yes, no, Sandeep Singh Sandy wanted that single. Yasir Kaleem was not interested. Luckily, no damage. And this has been a good comeback from Ayan so far.
There he goes, just gone towards onside, not been firmly hit, but still managing to get a single. It's really a good start, Ajman. They're off to the flyer.
Yes, 5 runs off this over. Much better than Zahoor. Last ball, Sandeep Singh Sandy is on 15 of 4. Oh, gets hold of it and that's gone. That has disappeared. It's gone and it will be another 6. Sandeep Singh Sandy gets hold of one and makes use of that loose delivery from Ayan in the range and out of the park. 2 overs, 31. Ajman for no loss.
It's pretty windy, as you can see at Basil Hamid with 3 wickets in his 8 innings, and look at the average, really too high. Economy is on a higher side too in terms of T20. So let's see that if this change may work for Fayaz Ahmed Taj and a company or not. Okay, Yasir and Sandy, they're really coming in a big blow for every delivery. Playing across, I think so. The impact is towards offside. Slight bit away. Good to see it, umpire. But I think so that Basil Hamid was just thinking that might be. It hit him straight onto the leg that was in front of the wickets. But I think so. Really a good decision by the umpire. Yasir went across. There you go, we're just trying to play inside out. Trying to heave it somewhere up into the sky, but miscued. I think so his approach was slight onto the back foot. That's why it just missed that line. couldn't come behind the line. Dot delivery. Or just cut it fine. It has enough luck to cross the fence. 4 runs. Beautiful shot that was. He has waited for that delivery. And what a cut shot. Yasir Kaleem, you beauty. Just look at the beautiful arms, hand-eye coordination in a perfect manner. Result is in your favor. Well, Basil must be thinking here that what he should be doing, I think so, more quicker through air will work for you, because if you'll be tossing up deliveries, Yasser will surely hammer you. He has got fine leg up in 30 yards, as well as back foot point comes up. There you see, one fielder and square leg. I think that he has just given a bit of the respect on this delivery to Basil Hamid, because he was about to hit it somewhere up at deep mid wicket. There you go, through covers all the way, 4 runs. This is excellent batting. I must say, the boom boom batting from Yasir Kaleem and Sandy. They're hitting every delivery on merit. Have another look. Front foot comes into the play with all of the sheet part of the arms, converting it onto the bat and getting 4 runs. Yasir Kaleem approaches to 18 runs in just 12 deliveries. There you go, you're just trying to go towards offside, but lucky to get a dot delivery. Basil, it's 3 gone. Ajman 39 without wicket.
मुझे वो क्योंकि पागल हो जाता है।
Catches the call, it's up in the air, easy as it gets, and an iron strikes the dangerous Sandeep Singh Sandy. 21 of 5 deliveries, is walking back, 1 shot too many. Just had to play a little sensibly, but no, he decides to go for it anyway. And in that process, he's lost his wicket. He must be disappointed. He was hitting and middling really well.
Yes, exactly. There you go. He was just early in his shot, toe off the bat. Ball went high, safely landed into the hands. There you go. They have lost the first wicket here, Ajman, in the form of Sandeep Singh Sandy. We're just walking off from this venue, but he has given a good start. Though unlucky, could have gone all the way.
मिड विकेट है, मिड विकेट चला जाए।
Sagar Kalyan. He has got 100 strike rate. And they stayed away. Watchful, pretty watchful. This has been total in contrast what we have been witnessing from the both openers.
Bowling Ayan bhai. Bid on. Very well ball, yaar.
This is good bowling from Ayan. He's keeping it tight and he's bowling according to a plan. The plan is to be targeting the stumps. Sagar Kalyan, he too is very strong on the offside. Both these batters like to free their arms, and that is what Ayan is not allowing these two batters to do. As we see, one ball too many, and Basil, half a chance. That ball was travelling. Jumped right, everything right, but couldn't just get hold of it.
Yes, I think so that he hadn't jumped that much. Judgment error in jumping at that stage. So with the wicket, Yasir Kaleem, the skipper, slightly on the back foot. And I think so it's a right decision not to go aerial.
Yes, they've just lost a wicket, so they want to make sure they don't lose any more. Partnership is needed. And Ayan is bowling well. 2 overs, 12 runs conceded, and that wicket of Sandeep Singh Sandy. 4 overs, Ajman 40 for 1.
Helmet. Right kar raha, 3 le na. इसके साथ खेलना चाह रहा हूँ।
Ajman's bowler, Mohammad Zaid, 4 wicket haul. He has got one time, overall 8 wickets. So he's a wicket taker bowler, and let's see that the way Ajman has started here, will he be able to put brakes on the run flow? As we've been witnessing that both batters, they have got the helmets. Whoa, too wide towards offside. Yes, it is. And it's a wide delivery. Bit windy here at Ajman. Slight bit of high on the temperature side, but it's good to see that cricket is going on. And UAE is been a busiest place here since the start of the year for cricket. Or just gone straight to the fielder. Hadn't been able to score runs properly.
Yes, change of bowling. Danish Qureshi has been brought into the attack. A strong wind blowing across the ground. As you see, our cameraman Tahir working hard. There you go. Cut nicely, but straight to the fielder.
Yes, so Yasir is just waiting for any kind of delivery that he will surely be looking to heave up. So let's see that what will be exactly the time that Yasir will be pumping himself here in this over.
He'll be looking to attack, that's for sure. Fuller delivery, nicely played. Again, up and over into his favourite area. that's gone towards the sweeper cover. Has it gone the distance is what we'll need to check. Shami, maybe the umpire will confirm that in a bit. Difficult to sight the ball, and I think it's just hit the ropes on the full.
Well, shape to me, it will be a 6. Yeah, hitting onto the rope or skirting always, given the maximum. Wait and see. Umpire has to give his final verdict here, just confirming from the TV umpire, because every run is important here. It's a 6, yes. It's a 6 added. But Yasir, you have done a beautiful job. Just a kind of drive, and he's gone fuller. Again, width was offered, but too much. An umpire confirmed it was wide delivery. Another expensive over. 3 deliveries, 9 runs already. Like you can pile 2 boundaries in this over. So this should be another over where Ajman is looking to get their 50 under 5 overs. And that will be really a morale booster for all of them.
Short ball, cut and cut well. That's gone the distance. That hits the board directly, and that will be a 6 as well. No confusion there whatsoever. And Yasir Kaleem, what a great shot that was. Absolutely wonderful. Waited and cut it. Again, no foot movement, and you don't need foot movement when you're hitting the ball the way Yasir Kaleem is. Brilliant effort. Great batting. And Ajman are off to a flyer.
Yes, and with his 6, Ajman has approached to their 50 runs mark too. They're approaching to 55 in 4.4. And I think so this has been the quickest so far in this tournament, what Ajman has done. Again with offer. The ball is flying high, out of the fence. Even the double fence it has crossed. It's a mighty.
That is the shot of the day. Yasir, you can't be bowling him there. And this time he's middled it and hammered it and tonked it. And that's gone out of the park. They'll need a new ball. Yasir Kaleem has taken a liking towards Zahid. 5 deliveries bowled so far. He's already given 21 runs.
Yes, exactly. The reserve drinks. In fact, Yasir, he's gone up to 36 in 19 deliveries. Some watering here. That will keep you fresh, as well as grass. In the background, you can see the trees. They are blowing rapidly because the wind has got the bar. Have just been flowing here. Sagar is a bit quiet. Yasir on strike. Oh, I think he's just trying to get away from that delivery. Zahid. But you need to be in the playing area and the rules and regulations. Otherwise, wide will be given. And there you see the skipper Fayaz must be thinking that what should be the option here. What I've got under belt to deliver which bowler. Slight bit of work down to the 3rd man. He will keep the strike. 5 gone. Ajman 63 for 1.
वो जो शॉट मारी है ना वो वाला कुछ जगह वाला अच्छी क्या बच्चे एक आउट करना शबा
Searching things. And there you go, Yasser Khalil searching for runs. He's unstoppable so far.
Where your ball,
Good delivery, and Srijit has just joined me in combox.
लड़के
Well, so far Ajman flying high.
Good afternoon, Ejaz, and good afternoon to all our viewers across the globe. Very surprising.
CP
The pitch, the surface is really hard. Ball is coming nicely onto
lovely bowling
the
single
bat.
लेने नहीं देना single
Just
लेने नहीं
need to
तो
do
इस पे
is
जाओ फंसा हुआ इस पे शबा
that connection. So far was spot on from the Ajman batters. As this one was an arm ball from Ayan,
बोल्ड हो गया कसम से
just kissing the off stick. Excellent line to bowl to Yasser Khalil, because anything wide shot outside the off stump, he will muscle it towards backward point. I think that's the line. That's the length which you need to target when especially you're bowling to Yasser Khalil. He's batting on 37.
Just worked that one away to its onside for the regulations, and I think so they've been after the flyer at Ajman cricket team, and Yasser being a senior pro, he must be thinking to capitalise what they have achieved.
This time around middle and leg stick, and Yasser just flicks it towards onside. He's bowling according to the field setup. There is a backward square leg inside the 30-yard circle. There is also mid-wicket inside the ring on the onside. One slightly quicker. Again an arm ball from Ayan. Played it defensively. Dot to end the over. 6 overs gone. Ajman 65 for 1.
यार मैं एक ही ओवर कर रहा हूँ डरना मत कुछ तेज डर के तो जा रहा हूँ सेकंड पावर प्ले यार ये दो है आमिर भाई आया
Basel will continue from the pavilion end. We get a single straight away. Talking about the surface, we had a nice look at the surface, that 22-yard. Around that good length area, you can see those cracks widening, it's opening up, and maybe later on it will be very difficult for the batting side. Comes down the track, Yasser. So he's trying to put pressure on Basel, who's just bowling wide outside the off stump. He's trying to angle the ball away from the right-handed batsman.
Yes, and that's exactly a good line, though they've achieved a single in that delivery. But to me, that's really a good line. You need to keep yourself there, because you have already been badly hit. Your companions, the bowlers already under fire. So you need to do work. You need to do a great work here. So you can see like he's just been hammering it down to the back foot point. 4 runs. This is called a placement.
Which was very important. He knew that there was fielder at sweeper cover. So he had to play that shot very late to get that very fine. Look at that. Waited on the back foot, transferring his weight onto the back foot and opening the face of the bat at the very last moment to get that gap. Excellent shot that from Sagar Kalyan. Played it defensively towards offside, not for any run. 71 for 1. Ajman already conceded 6 runs in this over. This is turning out to be that expensive one from the bowler.
Just through and through, but protection is there. He will keep the strike with a single. 7 gone, Ajman, 72, with loss of 1 wicket.
आउट का इधर से कराएगा सीटी अच्छा हवा है ना हवा है इधर हल्का आधा लगेगा एक और के लिए मैं बाहर जा रहा हूँ फैज भाई
Excellent bowling figures there for the left-arm spinner Ayan Khan. 3 overs, 13 runs and just a wicket. Look at the economy rate, 4.33. He's a brilliant all-rounder. I think he set the momentum for his side. Remember, they are the defending champions and they will have to play like that.
Yes, exactly right. 2 pacers given away 43 runs in 2 overs. Sher Khan, the new probe. Let's see that how he will be coping up with a corner situation he's facing. Good delivery to start off. Well, Srijit looking on to Ajman. They got 3 consecutive wins while defending a target. So I think so that today they've been after the flyer, should be looking to go around like nearby 200, might be 200 plus. What they have got situation here.
You're right. Yesterday, match number 20 between Ajman and Emirates Blues. They failed to defend. We'll talk about that. Meanwhile, a pull shot coming in from Sagar Kalyan straight to Amir, who was stationed for that particular shot. 168 was what they scored. They allotted 20 overs and what an exciting game that was. Sanchit using that long handle to good effect to take his side home. And that particular match, Yasir Kaleem scored 29. He got the start. As this one slightly fuller on the middle stick. Played it defensively back towards deep. Fielder will be getting a single. In the previous match, he got 28 runs of 19 deliveries, 6 boundaries that he scored. Today he's batting on 39. He first of all will look to get to that half century and make sure that he's there till the 20th over. If that happens, then definitely that total will be somewhere around 170.
Oh, misjudged. And I think so he has overrun on that attempt. We'll have a better look on replay, but might be sometimes the ball has been shaping curve when the ball has been hit, and I think so that he is overrun there.
Failed miserably. I think that was a flick shot from Sagar Kalyan, and that was going quickly towards the fielder. Failed to judge the pace and that curve which we are talking about. It's a boundary nonetheless for Sagar Kalyan. Just scored 2 yesterday, so definitely he'll love to give a good company to his skipper and get to a decent total.
Just getting it towards long on. Well, I think so, like whatsoever the pace they have got in their batting here, the partnership is building up. Yasir, who has been the key factor, 39 in 28. He should be looking to get another 50 to second of this tournament if he could, or he would be able to make it here.
Again a slow one, but this time a wayward. He was very lucky
that it wasn't dispatched with the boundary line. Just a single to a retained strike. 8 overs gone. Ajman 80 for 1.
Dafa News. Fun fact. Aaron Finch holds the record for the most balls faced in a single T20 international with 76.
He's an excellent batsman, and Finch opens the innings for Australia along with David Warner. A bit unlucky is that series against Sri Lanka where they lost, didn't get the start. 80 for 1 Ajman. Yasser Kaleem batting on 40. And change in bowling, Amir Hamza comes in from the pavilion and for the first time.
He's just been welcomed here at long off misfield, I think so. They should have been stopped here. Firmly hit.
Was looking for that slow bouncer, but very predictable on that occasion was Amir Hamza. Comes down the track charging and plays it right from the middle of the blade. Straight away putting pressure. That's how you play a new bowler. Be interesting to see whether he'll be bowling that ball or not, because we have seen if you try to be an express pace bowler on this surface, it will be very easy for the batsman. You need to take the pace away. Again a slow one this time, no connection. Still he'll manage to get a single. I think we have seen in this tournament bowlers coming in and rolling their fingers on the ball at the very last moment. That has been a crucial delivery for them. It's very difficult for the batsman to pick on the surface. Well, not coming onto the bat nicely. They have to use their power, have to use their bottom hand to good effect to clear the fence. We haven't seen that yet.
No, there was wisely played, but not enough space to go through the wicket-keeper.
Again, that was a leg cutter from Amir Hamza. Had that been a quicker one, would have gone to the third man boundary. Look at that, very slow. And one bounce went to the wicket-keeper. Excellent thinking there by Amir Hamza. He changed his plans after that boundary which Yasser Kaleem scored. Excellent delivery that, shaping away from the right-handed Sagar Kalyan, who's looking to play that drive. We look at the field setup on the offside. There is Fayaz at extra cover for that uppish looking shot. Look at that. It was on to the front foot, was looking to drive that. Very lucky. Almost took the outside edge of Sagar Kalyan's bat.
Yes, just gone towards onside. They have got the protection at deep mid-wicket. As the power play is off, you can avail the property of your fielders to place anywhere out of the circle rather than placing two fielders. But to me, Yasser Kaleem, while taking a single.
So there you go for Yasser Kaleem. Three fielders inside the 30-yard circle on the offside. And bangs in shot, pull shot coming in. Protection there at deep backward square leg. Zahoor there, just a single. I'll take Yasser's score to 46. 9 overs gone. Ajman 87 for 1.
जल्दी ग्लव्स ले ले नेक्स्ट ओवर ड्रिंक्स होना है वैसे भी चलो 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 ड्रिंक्स होना है वैसे भी वो
Excellent delivery that, full around the pads, and equally well played by Yasser. Sher continues from the far end. His expensive first over gave away 8 runs. I think he's got a plan, especially against Yasser Kalim, because if you give him the width and the shot deliveries outside the off stump, definitely you'll be hit. Look at that. Excellent delivery coming into the batsman, and Sagar Kalyan was trying to play a biggie. No connection at all whatsoever.
Yes, his back leg was also in the air, so that means that he was not keeping his balance right, though that he was using his feet. Well, this has gone high. Fielders just been approaching in a no time, though that is just going aerial, and I think so. They are trying to heave it here, just to get a boundary in every over.
I think again it was a slow one-off cutter from the bowler, and to fetch that from outside the off stump, it's very difficult. And he was lucky that it was in the gap, otherwise there are 2 fielders. Meanwhile, this one has been hammered. It's huge, it's high, and well, it's an excellent take there by the long off fielder. Was looking to muscle that one over the long off, but that fielder, excellent take.
Yasser is walking off, courtesy. This went too high, couldn't travel much. Right onto the boundary line, excellent catch. Balance was okay. He kept himself in, but Yasser is not feeling well, walking off at 47, 2 down at 89, Ajman.
Sagar strike. There will strike.
So the new batsman in is Dawood Ejaz. 5 matches, 97 runs. The best of 37, which he scored yesterday against Emirates Blues. Will definitely look to improve that today. While back of lane delivery wide outside the off stump, and Sagar Kalyan, I think he has been tested by those deliveries because especially on that backward point region, he's not that strong. That was the last dismissal. Skipper trying to play a biggie over long off, and then this happened. Again, good length delivery outside the off stump. Invitation was on to play a cut shot. Failed. 10 overs gone. Ajman 18-9 for 2.
Slightly out. Back. Yeah.
Amir Ramza will continue from the pavilion end. Back of lane delivery. Couldn't really connect. Will get a single. The ploy is pretty clear to bowl back of lane deliveries to Dawood. To talk more about that, I've got Shoaib in the com box. Welcome, mate. 90 for 2, Ajman. You were looking good when Skipper was in the middle. Can shot off length delivery outside the off stump, opening the face of the bat. Nicely done. 4 runs.
Good afternoon, Srijit. Yes, that's a good shot from Sagar Kalyan. So he's taken off that responsibility from his skipper to take the scoreboard ahead and keep the scoreboard ticking as well. Yasir Kaleem was looking good, but he's back in the hut. Sagar is on 21 run a ball, and with him is the new batter Dawood Ejaz. Both these batters can play deep, make sure that Ajman get to a good total against Sharjah.
Slow one outside the off stump. Won't get any run. Talking about Sagar Kalyan, we saw in the previous over, bowler was testing that back of lane delivery slightly outside the off stump, and he was trying to invite Sagar to play cut shot. He failed. He tried 2 to 3 times in that particular over, but this time round, I think it was right behind the line of the ball, and played it magnificently over backward point. Second over for Amir Ramza. Again, a slow one, slow bouncer. This time, straight to the fielder, getting a single. So ploy is pretty clear, I guess, against Sagar Kalyan. Not bowling full length deliveries, bowling wide outside the off stump, almost on the 5th or 6th stump.
Yes, the key is the pace. They're not allowing Sagar to use the pace and play his shots. He'll have to generate his own power if he wants to hit somebody like Amir Hamza, who's mixing it up, bowling those slower short deliveries with bigger boundaries. That is always a threat.
Wide.
Way too wide.
Last night, Dawood Ijaz scored 37 of 30 deliveries at a strike rate of 120. He was playing sweep shots really well, cut shots really well, was pulling the ball nicely. He's got responsibility today to build a partnership. Again, a slow bouncer, pull nicely, no fielder there, 4 runs.
Yes, played a good shot there. Dawood Ijaz waited for that ball.
That's one for the over.
One for the over signaled as well. Slower bouncer with the fine leg inside the circle. Once you clear the infield, the 30-yard circle, the ball races away towards the boundary.
Absolutely, the outfield is very quick. We saw that in the very first over when Sandy and Yasser Kaleem were batting. Just had to time the ball. And with that boundary, 100 comes up for Ajman, 100 for 2. They'll be surely eyeing 170, 180. Again, a leg cutter. And the result is same, towards backward square leg for 4. This is a poor piece of bowling from Amir Hamza.
Yes, with that pace, you can't be bowling short. And if you're bowling short, you need to have the right fielders in the right place. 11 overs gone. Ajman are 104 for 2.
शाबाश आसिल भाई सीपी इधर इधर वो हाथ में लग जाएगा शेरू टेबल चा अरे तू इधर मैं समझो देखो सेम लग रहा है सीपी बोला ऐसा ना उधर कैच पकड़ते हो क्या
So right arm off spin bowler operating from the far end. Basil Hamid, 2 overs, none for 15, his figures. He comes in and bowl this time, round his legs, just a single. I think it's very difficult to play Basil because he's angling the ball away. That was his plan against Yasser Kaleem. I don't know what he'll be trying against Sagar. That delivery, quick delivery around that off and middle and taking ball away from the right-hander. This time, flighted delivery, it's in the air, in the gap, 1 bounce over the fence for 4.
That was in the slot, fuller delivery from Basil. And Dawood clears his front foot. He's very good against the spinners. He plays that in the gap, bisecting those 2 fielders, mid-wicket and square leg, right in the middle of those 2 fielders. Gets a 4, 109 on the board already. In 11.2 overs, they've just lost 2 wickets, so this is a very good start for Ajman. Can they finish off well?
And for that, these 2 batters need to stay in the middle. Meanwhile, again a sweep shot, it's in the air, and this time on 1 bounce, Ayan will collect it. There's 2 runs for Dawood Ijaz. Excellent shot once again.
Yes, this plan of coming around the wicket is definitely not working against Dawood Ijaz. First a 4 and then a good shot again. The same area, this time diving effort. That'll be another boundary. Rizwan CP cannot stop that. So on the pads, definitely not working for Basil Hamid, but Dawood Ijaz is playing really well.
It was a poor piece of bowling there from Basil Hamid. Was shot around the leg stick of Sagar Kalyan, and he won't spare you. Transferring his weight onto the back foot and plays it towards onside for a 4. Much better line to Sagar Kalyan. Because for that line you have fielders on the offside. Even if he goes for that drive on the off, I think excellent line. That should be the line to these two batters.
Wanted to sweep it, Dawood Ijaz, but will only be a single. The ball trickles away behind the keeper. Rizwan CP will clean that up. 12 overs gone, 116 for 2.
Quick changes, guys. बासिल ऊपर ही जाए एक पीछे जाएगा थर्डमैन
Zahoor will start a new over. It was very expensive, the first one. Gave away 20 runs. I think now he's not trying to bowl quick. He's just trying to bowl those off cutters. First one was slightly outside the off stick, and that should be the line which he needs to target these two batters.
Zahoor Khan is an experienced bowler. Big appeal. Shamim AB is just smiling. Dawood Ijaz is smiling. He stepped down the track. The ball hit him high on the pads. So was never going to be leg before. But that's a good plan, to be bowling on the stumps and around middle and leg. Not allowing width and room, because all these Ajman batters, they like width. Just cut him in half on that occasion.
He knew what batsman was trying to do. What does he do? He just follows the batsman on that occasion. A slower bounce, couple of bounce in front of the wicket keeper. He's varying his pace, and that's the reason. First three deliveries, in fact, that he bowled have been a dot.
That is a good ball. That's his stock ball. He bowls that short ball really well, the slower bouncer. Another slower bouncer has been pulled. Will only be a single.
And that's how you can stop the leakage of runs. Excellent comeback, I would say, from Zahoor after giving away 20 runs in the first over. Was trying to be very quick, and what Sandy and Yasir Khalim was doing was just using the pace of Zahoor to get those boundaries. Got a different plan in his second spell, and that's very fruitful. 117 for 2 Ajman.
Oh, that was very close to the middle and leg. How did that miss the stumps? Sagar Kalyan, no foot movement, and was beaten completely in the end by Zahoor, who's bowling well in this second spell. He was expensive in the first, gave away 20, but so far in his 5 deliveries, he's just given 1 run. So good comeback from the experienced Zahoor Khan.
Not giving any weight, not giving any room to these two batters. Just bowling around that off and middle stick and occasionally following the batsman. That will definitely put pressure on Sagar Kalyan and Dawood Ejaz. Again a slow one this time. Opens the face of the bat. It's in the air and dropped at backward point. Well, it was in the air for long time. And Amjad Gul, he drops it. Not happy, Zahoor. 13 overs gone, 119 for 2 Ajman.
ऐसे ही शाबाश दौड़ा यार
Basil will continue from the other end. Flight to delivery. It's up in the air. Huge. And it has got the distance as well. Over the backward. Deep mid-wicket fence for 6. Magnificent hit that from Dawood Ejaz.
Well, you can't be bowling him there. That's what we've learnt. That was a beautiful hit on his knee. And he's middled that. That's a big 6 out of the park. But Basil has to get that line right. He can't be coming around the wicket and bowling middle and leg. Different batters have different strengths. And as a bowler, you need to understand where you need to bowl and how you need to exploit the weakness of the other batters.
And especially he's an off spinner and you're bowling to a right-hander. So with the turn, it'll be very easy to whack him out of the park. Again, he comes over the wicket. Inner half of the bat was in contact. Just a single. Not happy at all, Dawood.
Yes, this is much better from Basil. Bowling over the wicket. Outside off. He'll have to drag it from there. Dawood Ejaz is a player who's strong on the onside.
Good yaar, good fielding yaar.
So you can't be feeding him deliveries in his strong zone.
That's better thinking. Full around that off-stick area. This time slightly shorter in length. Well, it was in the air. A valiant effort there at backward point.
Yes, should have been taken that one as well. Was not ready there. He should be ready. He should be anticipating. If you look at that replay again, you'll realize he moved after the ball was hit.
Ball yaar, very excellent bowling yaar. Shabash. अच्छा पकड़ लिया, अच्छा पकड़ा तूने जगह.
Very lucky that umpire didn't call it a wide. Was very close. Well, anticipating the batsman quite early, and he stops midway. The bowler. And this time tossed up delivery outside the off stump. It's in the air and over the mid-wicket fence for another 6. Well, there's a second sixer in this over. 14 overs gone. Ajman 133 for 2.
चलो फयाज जल्दी करो, ओवर रेट पेनल्टी लग जाएंगे। सामने आ जाओ, सामने। हाँ, थर्ड मैन ऊपर है।
Zahur will continue from the pavilion end. Come and bowl to Sagar Kalyan. Well, this time a slow one up in the air. Fielder coming underneath and takes it cleanly. Excellent thinking there by Zahur. He swiveled a bit, Sagar Kalyan, to give himself some room and played over extra cover. It was a quicker one from Zahur, following the batsman. And look at that.
That's a good ball, keeping it tight, and an easy catch in the end. So Zahur Khan gets rewarded for his hard work and discipline and consistent bowling. Sagar Kalyan, 31 of 31, run a ball, fall of wickets, of course, 3. And the score on the board, 133 for Ajman.
या गाइस, फयाज पहले से लेट कर रहा है अब। बता रहे हैं ऐसे ऐसे कर रहे हैं, पहली बार खेला है, पहली दफा खेल रहा है।
इससे लेट कर रहे हैं, ये टाइम का लगता है नहीं।
So Daud Ijaz will be facing Zahur now. Slower bouncer, waited for it. That's a good shot. Daud Ijaz, he knew, he was anticipating that slower bouncer from Zahur Khan. And when you do that, you are in a much better position to play a shot. Daud Ijaz knew that he's going to bowl that, and he's played that in the gap for 4.
He was very predictable on that occasion, Zahur. I think you have to really mix your deliveries. Bowled a quicker one to Sagar Kalyan, then that slow bouncer to Daud Ijaz. He was anticipating that. And that's the reason why he swiveled, almost coming onto the off stump to play that shot. This time down the leg stump, flicked away. Beautifully, ball is running away towards the fine leg fence for 4. And again, Zahur was thinking that he'll be moving away, but he was stuck inside the crease, and just he needed some connection on that delivery to get a boundary.
Yes, Daud Ijaz is playing well, but so is Hamid. This time on the pads, waited for it, and just a flick towards the fine leg for 4. He's quickly moved on to 36 of 16 deliveries. And the score projector says if the way these Ajman batters are batting, they will reach 194.
Again, a slow bouncer, but this time played it straight towards the long gone region. I was surprised that no Ayan Afzal Khan, because he's got 1 over left and he's scored off 4 overs. He bowled really well against the right-hander. would be an interesting ploy when he comes and bowl to Dawood Ijaz.
Well, 31 dots, 21 singles, a lot of fours, 16 fours and 7 sixes. So that is where the bulk of the runs have come. They can definitely better the dot ball percentage. If they can at least do half of it, 15 more runs added to the total, they would have been at 160 now. 5 overs have been played in dots, more than 5.
Final delivery to come from Zahoor. Again a slow one, missing the middle stump. Well, again failed to anticipate that one. Dot to end the over. 15 overs gone. Ajman 142 for 3.
कर लो ना आगे
Starts off with a boundary on the very first ball of Sher Khan. What a great shot. Absolutely wonderful batting from Dawood Ijaz and Hamid. He moves on to 41. Sher Khan not bowling the right length and the right line. And that has been the story so far of all the Sharjah bowlers. They have proven to be very expensive. Ajman are on 146 with another 29 more deliveries to go. Joining me in the comm box as Srijit takes a break, we've got Ijaz Ahmed on the mic.
Thank you very much, Shoaib. Well, platform was set by the openers, and let's see that Peter Strain will be finishing his journey either across 200 marks or not. There you go, just gone aerial. Too much weight, and he has availed it properly out of the park.
Magnificent hitting here from Dawood Ijaz. He's showing his class today. Again, a poor delivery from Sher Khan. That length is so easy for somebody like Dawood Ijaz to pick and deposit that ball over long on for a 6. Extremely well played. A lot of power in that. And he's moved on to 47 in just 19 deliveries. Simranjeet Singh, not playing today, has been given the role to collect balls from different parts of the ground. The way Dawood Ijaz is hitting, Simran is going to be very busy today.
Yes, exactly. He should be wandering around. So let's see that which park has been selected next by Dawood. His 3-run shot from his 50, but Ajman approaching 150 in 16th over. There you go, he's gone straight with his mighty hit. He is getting his 50. What a knock. Excellent.
Well, as I said, this is the class of Dawood Ijaz. He celebrates. He knows this is an important 50, not just for him, but also for Ajman. They have picked up, yes, they lost that game last night, but overall they've played well and they've played as a team, different players contributing for them. And today it's Dawood Ijaz, 53 runs in just 20 deliveries, 6 fours and 4 sixes. Take a bow, Dawood Ijaz.
There you go. This time lack of pace. Just bit of the good work. What is missing from a bowler, because when you're more predictable, the batters won't allow you to settle down. As they're just showing with high elbow that I should be going more straight.
Slower delivery, outside off. This one has been played well by Hamid. And he gets off the mark as well. So Sher Khan has proven to be very expensive in this over. He bowled well before this. But right now, when it matters in the death overs, he's been wayward. And Hamid has made full use of that poor delivery.
There you go. Just gone down to the long off. No, it's the goal. It's just settled down a single because you have already achieved the quota of this over. An expensive one. And Ajman approaches in 164 for 3 in 16.
आजा कर्नल कर्नल आजा कर्नल आजा
Wanted to sweep that. Stepping down the track, Hamid. But Ayan has been brought into the attack to bowl the 17th over, the last of his quota. Swept catcher is the call. Amir Hamza is the man stationed at square leg. Will only be a single.
Well, I think so that tossed up delivery would be a good option here, because both batters, they are trying to hit hard. Might be a top edge, can work for Ayan. They're just pushing the ball through. Deep back foot point, they've got a single. So you need to bowl with your mind that how the batter has been using his feet. He should be looking properly.
Yes, keeping out of the range of Hamid and Dawood is going to be a challenge. Again, nicely bowled, just the right length. And this has been a brilliant performance, a phenomenal bowling performance from Ayan. Just 15 runs in his 3.4 overs, 16 including that single.
He has just worked that one away down to the deep mid wicket. They have got lots of protection in that area. Well, I think so, like a couple of singles they can really afford here. And Dawood Ijaz will be the key player. Should be mostly on the batting. Again, catches the call, the fielder. Not being able to go aerial at that stage. But intentions are pretty clear. They are wanting to get a big one. So with a single, over ball 17 gone. Ajman 169 for 3. Well, it's windy today. UAE bit busiest place for cricket since last 6 months.
That's been smacked straight down the ground. Will go the distance. That's a beautiful hit. And Zahid is continuing to be very expensive.
Well, these are not slogs, these are proper cricketing shots. What you've been witnessing here. Go on aerial. And let's see that another one coming in slot. Oh, that was really close, and they're all appealing. That might be that he has got an edge there, but I think the bat has firmly hit on the land. That was the noise, yes. Very close to the off stump. Would have been a good delivery if off stump would have been rooted out. But importantly, it's a dot delivery.
Zahid expensive, but he's bowling well this time. Again, a Yorker delivery played towards backward point, chase for the fielder. Two more. 177 now. And they're definitely looking to cross the 200 run mark. If they do that, that'll be the first time in this SkyExchange.net Emirates D20 powered by Fancode. Can they do it? Sharjah will, on the other hand, want to restrict them anything around 195. Again, Hamid has not been able to middle the ball too well. And that could be an opportunity for Ajman, for Sharjah, to restrict them to a total. Now the plan has to be to keep Dawood off strike as much as they can.
He's just gone firmly towards long off. And there you see the mid-off was in 30 yards. A real opportunity in a tremendous manner, getting 4 runs.
Well, again in the slot. And Dawood Ijaz with the fielder inside the circle. All he had to do was place it in that gap. He does it. And he quickly moves on to 60 of 24. Ajman 182 now. Just 18 runs away. They look set to 210, maybe 215. Oh, that's another big hit in the gap. And again, he gets another 4. So you bowl anywhere. The result is that it's raining boundaries and sixes at the Malik Cricket Stadium.
Yes, exactly. Well hit to finish the over. 18 gone. Ajman 186 for 3.
जल्दी करो यार जल्दी मैं जहाँ जल्द करते खड़े हो जाओ हर तरफ तो एक तरफ बोल नहीं करता चलो चलो चलो
Zahoor Khan to be bowling the penultimate over for Sharjah. Starts off with a slower bouncer and beats Hamid.
Yes, good attemptation here because Zahoor was pretty expensive in his first over when he was given the attack to deliver. In fact, he hasn't delivered, but the batters, they done or dented him well at that stage. So it's a good time to get minimum runs, couple of wickets to increase your numbers.
Again, that slower delivery. He cuts it over the point fielder. Amjad Gul will not reach there in time, and the ball will win the race. So a 4 for Hamid, and Ajman moving closer to that 200-run mark.
Yes, so well hit, well pick up. In fact, he knew that it is another slower bouncer, and look at that, he has availed that space and opportunity proper way, getting 4 runs. His mind is working like a computer.
Well, you can't be too predictable. I think that ball, after the first ball, the slower bouncer, he was expecting another delivery. So you have to mix it up, Zahoor Khan. And maybe, just maybe, he might want to bowl a Yorker here. Try to get that ball into the block hole.
Big swing, big swing. Important dot delivery. Well, intentions, they want to go aerial. But I think so that was in slot. Just lucky enough that ball didn't bounce.
Yes, do you think Ijaz, he was trying for the Yorker there? Because looked very close. It was, like you said, full in length. Luckily, Hamid missing it out. Let's see Zahoor Khan bowl a Yorker. Haven't seen it for a long time.
There you go. Much closer into the block hole. They are looking for 2. Positive calling. Positive cricket from Ajman. Very much close to 200 runs mark. And the first team, they will be achieving that milestone in this tournament. And let's see that where Ajman will be finishing it, because still, if they can cross like 200 runs, it may finish at 215, 218. What the caliber of batters they're showing here. Well, back off length again, slower one delivery. This is 3rd time he has bowled that, and lucky enough not to go aerial.
Yes, again bowling that slower bouncer. No height on that occasion as well, so he had to pull it from below his waist, Hamid, but that will bring the dangerous Dawood Ijaz on strike, who's on 64 of 25. 1 more delivery to go in this over, and expect him to go big and try to convert this over into an even better one. A 4 or a 6 will get them closer to the 200-run mark. And remember, there's another over to come after this ball. So 7 deliveries left. Can they get 15 more?
Slower one not being dispatched properly, but surely will earn a single, and they will keep the strike, which will be more important here for Ajman. For this single, 19 overs been bowled. It's 194 for 3.
"19 overs, 1 more over to go," as Amir Hamza has been given that role to bowl the last over. First ball shuffles across, and Dawood Ijaz has played that in the gap. Whatever he is hitting today, it's as if when Dawood Ijaz is batting, there are no fielders on the ground. He's playing shots, and every ball is crossing the ropes. Another 4 from the bat of Daud Ijaz.
Perfectly timed. And pick up the gap as well. And I think so they'll like another 2 or 3 boundaries which surely give him more runs, and they don't know that exactly they should be posted. There you go, he's gone up. Wait and see, couple of bounces. So he's off strike.
Yes, again, couldn't middle it. Daud Ijaz. And we've seen a miss hit from his bat after a very long time in his 70 runs. I think this is the first time when he's hit that not from the meat of the bat. 199 on the board for Ajman, the highest score in this edition. Make that 200 on the board. So this is definitely the highest score by any team in this edition of SkyExchange.net Emirates D20 powered by FanCode.
Yes, this you can see like really a class act. But Ajman batters they have shown here, and they have given enough runs to their bowlers to bowl here. But still, they have got 3 more legal deliveries. Go and patch it. This has gone high. Out of the park. It's another 6. Beauty. He's picking up well and hammering the bowlers. Score goes up to 206.
Well, that is a big hit. Daud, he is definitely tired, and rightly so. It is more than 40 degrees out there, and to be playing almost 20 overs, you need to have some really good stamina. Daud Ijaz, 76. What an important and what a special knock this has been for Daud Ijaz, and not only for Daud Ijaz but for Ajman as well. They need a special performance, and Daud Ijaz has just given them that. Nadeem Anjum, the umpire, gets that ball replacement, and cricket will continue. 2 more deliveries to go. 206 on the board. 210 maybe, 212. I think it's going to be close to that 210 mark. Daud Ijaz 76 runs of 29 deliveries. 12 runs already in this over.
Should bowl slow at 1. There you go, just gone aerial. This is too high. And landed safely into the desert of this UAE.
Well, again, Daud Ijaz, he's just toying with the bowlers. This time, length coming across. And he's seeing the ball so well. And he's playing his shots, backing his abilities. And the way he is batting right now, the form that he is in, I can only feel for the bowlers, because that was not a bad ball. It was just a super shot from Daud Ijaz. He moves on to 82 runs in just 30 deliveries. Clearly one of the best innings we've seen so far from any batter. You see that hitting has not only hurt Sharjah in terms of runs, but this is going to definitely dent the confidence of the batters when they come out to bat for Sharjah. It's not going to be easy. 212 is a mammoth score, and we still have 1 more ball to go.
Yes, exactly, Shaib. And to me, like a lawn tennis player who used to keep 3 or 4 balls along with him, I think umpire should be carrying a bag of balls at on field in such kind of situation where the batters, they are hammering everything out of the park.
Last ball in the slot. That's gone high up in the air and will be taken. Brilliant catch in the end to dismiss Daud Ijaz. He's definitely injured himself. Well, he looks in pain.
अच्छा उनको बता दो सिर्फ क्लीनिंग है.
Yes, exactly. He done a wonderful attempt. Catch has been taken, but these batters, they have dented well. That they have played extremely well done cricket. And both of the batters, they're walking off proudly. The way they started, they exactly finished there. Though they just 82 runs in just 31 deliveries. What a knock he has played, a game changer. Well, there you go, the last one. He was just going aerial, good catch, but his head was stuck there. Have a look there, he stuck his head, whole body weight went onto the shoulder and the neck. Hope he's okay. Yes, he's walking off, but because of the finishing of this inning.
So wicket on the last ball, and that is why Dawood Ijaz will not be not out. He'll be dismissed, caught by Zahid, bowled by Amir Hamza. Sandeep Singh Sandy setting the tone for this first innings. 21 runs of 6 deliveries. Yasir Kaleem, the skipper, playing like a skipper, leading the pack from the front. 47 of 34 deliveries. Sagar Kalyan scoring a runner ball, 31. 82 of 31. He is the showstopper. Dawood Ijaz for Ajman. And 25 of 18. So all the batters coming out and contributing with the bat for Ajman. Just 6 extras. And the score is 212 for the loss of 4 wickets.
There you go, the bowlers. A tough day at top. Look at the economy. More than 10 runs per over. Only 4 wickets. Zahoor Khan, Ayyan Khan, then Sher Khan and Amir Hamza got 1 wicket each. 6 extras, but look at the bottom line, 212 runs with the loss of 4 wickets. Mighty.
Yes, very expensive. The entire first innings seems to be like a highlights package. A lot of 4s and 6s, but we've got that for you. Let's look at that first innings highlights where all the batters came out and contributed. That was the first ball of the innings. Sandeep Singh Sandy scoring almost a boundary on every delivery, 4 or a 6. And so was Yasir Kaleem, who was playing really well. This was the wicket of Sandeep Singh Sandy, was caught at mid-off, but the runs kept coming. Yasir Kaleem played some really good shots and took the attack to the opposition. Basil Hamid was also expensive today. Sher Khan was also very expensive. In fact, all the bowlers were taken for some runs. Normally, Sharjah is a very good bowling lineup, but today they missed their mark. But this man, Dawood Ijaz, couldn't do anything wrong today. He played and he kept on hitting those boundaries all around the park, some over the bowler, and he peppered that mid-wicket boundary as per his will. That was the shot. A lot of them going towards that onside, clearly his favourite, but he looked like he was batting with some vengeance. Came out, and that was the last ball where he was caught at long off. Zahid taking that catch. Sharjah need 213 runs at 10.65 runs per over. Whether they'll be able to chase that or not, we'll find that out in the second innings, which will start after a short break. So stay tuned and do not go anywhere.
Hello and welcome to SkyExchange.net presents Emirates D20 powered by Fan Code. Match number 21, Sharjah versus Ajman. And what a game this is turning out to be. 213 runs to win for Sharjah. And look at that. What an innings from Dawood Ejaz. 82 of just 31 deliveries. Got the start that they required, and 212 is what they have posted on board in their stipulated 20 overs, which means Sharjah will have to score 213, a mammoth total to win this encounter. I'm Srijit. Along with me is Ejaz in the comm box. Good afternoon, Ejaz.
Good afternoon, and good afternoon, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this first inning. Here, the batters, they have dictated their terms. That how they have just achieved this glory of 212 runs with only 4 wickets down, and courtesy economy rate of the bowlers. You can see in the most right column, almost 10 runs, or might be sometimes gone up to 13 and 20. So bowlers have been badly dented by the Ajman batters.
And there was Ayan Khan, who was better among the lot. So 2 batters making their way out, and definitely the start will be very, very crucial. Shakur and Rizwan CP. Look at that, 10.65 runs per over. That's the run rate at which they have to go. So definitely they need boundaries from the very first over. I think Ajman, they did well. They lost the toss. Good toss to lose, I would say. They batted first and scored a mammoth total on the board. The first time we are seeing a team crossing that 200 mark in this tournament. What should be their strategy? I think it will be a win-win situation for Ajman. Not trying different things. Just stick to wicket. Let the batsman take that calculated risk.
Well, you know that in such kind of situation, you need to play your positive and normal cricket. Rizwan CP, not among the runs in 3 innings. He has got only 44 runs, so it might be a day that you may become a hero of your side. Just get a good early positive start, because it's a time that you should be rethinking. Don't look onto the scorecard, because when you will be looking onto the scorecard, 10 runs per over required, that will increase the amount of pressure. Abdul Shakur, who is in 127 runs, 41. So let's hope that both of these 2 batters, they will surely get a good start, which is the key.
Absolutely, first 6 overs will be very, very crucial for Sharjah. They need to make sure that they are getting boundaries at every over and putting pressure back onto the bowlers. We have seen, as you rightly said, you have to play a natural game. And there you go, Nav Pabreja. 4 matches, 4 wickets, and economy rate under 5. Definitely, he will be trying to dismantle this pair. First up, he bowled really well, as he will come and bowl the first delivery. Shaping away from the right-handed batsman. So he's getting some movement off the surface. He swings the ball first up, and then in the death overs we have seen those Yorkers, those swinging deliveries. Definitely he'll be testing Abdul Shakur and Rizwan CP. Excellent delivery, full, and batsman just shadowing and showing it to the partner that was swinging into the batsman. Played it defensively. It's not that easy to play Nav Pabreja first over, especially when he's swinging the ball. We look at the field setup on the offside for Abdul Shakur. There are 4 fielders inside the 30-yard circle.
They've started off with a single. Loud shout. But I think that more confidence required here. When you call positive. Well, Surijit, lots of times you've been playing cricket in a sort of venue which has been jam-packed. So at that time you're unable to hear each other. You're used to talk with your gestures, with your hand, to eye coordination. But here, it's only windy. So I think loud shout, no and yes, will surely be a positive one. Otherwise, if you lose wicket in the earlier stages, while chasing down 10 runs per over, you will be starting up with some sort of difficulties.
Spot on, and understanding is very much important. This one full outside the off stump and played it uppishly. It's in the air and over the extra cover fence for 6. Magnificent hit that. Right behind the line. Look at that. Leaning into that shot and guiding it over deep extra cover. Putting pressure straight away on Nav Pabreja. He opens his account with that biggie. And Sharjah 7 for naught. It's match number 21 of Emirates D20 being played between Sharjah and Ajman here at Malik Cricket Academy. They scored 212 for 4. Ajman, after losing the toss and been put into bat. 213 is the target. This time again shaping away. Good looking drive there from Rizwan. Completed one. Are they looking for the second? Throw comes in. Excellent work in the deep. Excellent thinking there by the skipper. Just removing that cover fielder and pushing him back. That will definitely create some pressure. The 2 umpires for today is Shamim AB and the leg umpire Nadeem Anjum. This one outside the off stump, wanted to cut. Not a good connection, but still they'll get a single. And with that single, Abdul Shakur take his score to 2. And that's the 3rd umpire for today's game. GVLX, the 3rd umpire. 1 over gone. Sharjah 9 for naught.
बारो नव बीच में अज्जू तो पॉइंट पर है नव बीच में इधर लेफ्टी चाहिए पॉइंट पे लेफ्टी चाहिए मुझे आप बैकअप पे मेरे पीछे आओगे बैकअप पे आओगे हाँ थ्रो होगा तो ठीक है सुलते.
It's very windy down there. Sultan will come for the first time, looking for that pull shot. It's in the air and taken. That's pressure. You can't take deliveries. You have to go bang bang from the very first ball. As he's watching his bat, probably the toe end of the bat was in contact. Excellent delivery that. Wicket to wicket, not allowing the batsman to freeze arms, but he tried and he lost his wicket. Abdul Shakur Sher goes for 2 and Sharjah, they are 9 for 1.
चेंज हुआ सर में चेंज हुआ कहाँ जा रहा है नव कहाँ जा रहा है कहाँ जाएगा फाइनल लेग सेलेक्टेड ये आएगा ना इधर.
So the new batsman in is the Sharjah skipper Fayaz Ahmed. 6 innings, 153 runs under his belt and scored a brilliant half century. So definitely he will have to improve that to take his side home. As Sultan comes in and bowls this one on the offside, played it in the gap, long chase there for Sandy. Will he get there? No, he won't. 4 runs.
Don't gap बच गया.
With an offer, he bounced on that one. Look at that. Clearing his front foot, going onto the back foot and just opening the face of the bat to get the gap between cover and extra cover. Excellent shot. Confident looking shot from Rizwan.
There you go, he's gone straight. Firm enough to clear the fence. 6 runs. This is exactly, they should be starting.
A tossed up delivery, invitation was on. Says thank you very much, comes forward and just lofts it right from the middle of the blade. Got a wicket in the first delivery, then a boundary, then a sixer over the long offence. That's how you will have to bat. You have to put pressure on the bowling side, and this is what it happened after those 2 boundaries. Captain having a word with Sultan. Slightly tossed up. I think mid-off was inside the 30-yard circle. That calculated risk, which is very important. You can't stay back. You can't. You don't have that luxury to watch the bowler, understand the surface. You have to go for big ones from the very first ball. Look at that. Very windy. Will be interesting to see when fast bowlers will be operated from that particular end. They'll be getting some assistance, especially because we see that bowling side, they pluck the grass and they see towards which direction is wind blowing, and then accordingly they select the side. This time mistimed shot in the air, but will clear the infield. Sandeep Singh Sandy finds in a throw. Couple of runs there for Rizwan CP.
Yes, in terms we can say like 21 runs. Really a good start, though they have lost a wicket in his pursuit in 1.4 overs. But I think it's been fair enough that you slowly built up your inning, and at this stage looking at 22 runs in 1.5 with wicket down. Good positive start.
And that's what you need to do at this stage. Don't think about the target, as you rightly mentioned. Just play positive cricket. Time the ball, play according to the merit of the ball, and make sure that you bat 20 overs. That's an important thing, rather than gifting your wickets. We have seen that. So for the left-handed player, there are 5 fielders. Tossed up delivery, played a defensive stroke, won't get any runs. 2 overs gone. Sharjah 22 for 1. Now we'll continue from the pavilion end. Excellent delivery, equally well played. Ball is running away towards mid-on region. Get a single, not where he intended to play. An interesting tussle between Nav Breja because it's very windy out there. He'll be getting some assistance from that as well. Just he need to bowl in right areas.
Yes, and already they have approached and achieved the target like per over. In 3 overs they should be going like 30. So I think like getting another 5 deliveries can achieve 7 or 6 odd runs will be a big call. And already in power play you can achieve the luxury of getting more runs, so that at the end of the day you won't be hammering yourself or scratching your head.
Drifting down the leg, some wide signal by the umpire. That will be a big problem. Well, he's questioning the umpire. That might be a very good delivery to a right-handed batsman. When a left-handed right-hand combination is in the middle, it's very difficult to find your spot, the area where you need to bowl. You need to get that adjustment very quickly.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm about to tell you, that the adjustment should be there. You don't have much time just to waste 1 or 2 deliveries here in this T20 format of cricket, because the cricket has been so modernized with T10. Here you have got lesser time to settle down. You will have to attack every time. So in this version you don't also have much time. Like in 6 deliveries, if you've been wasting a couple of deliveries and you required 15 runs per over, so it will become a more harder for you in the next over.
Absolutely. They train in such a manner that, for example, they give them an equation. For example, 3 overs, 3 deliveries, you need to score 12 runs, you need to go bang bang. So they train. This one slightly full outside the off stump. In the gap, we'll be getting a single. I think singles won't really hurt Ajman. And they need to make sure that they're not giving those deliveries, boundary deliveries, to these 2 batters. Then definitely that will put pressure on the batsmen, because they are trying to get to that run rate. Whereas we've seen that player behind the stumps, they remind the batsman that you're not scoring boundaries. That put extra bit of pressure on the batsman.
Yes, keeping them check all the time is more important here. Like another 3 deliveries in this over, 2 must be dot. That should be the Napa Breja's effort and thinking at this stage. Plum in front, no, drifting down the leg side. But umpire has just given his verdict, but with the naked eye, looks close.
The good thing is that there was an away swinging. Look at that. It was slightly around the leg stick, coming into the batsman. You need to bowl that line slightly around the middle and off stick. From there, you're forcing the batsman to play at it. Fine leg is up in the circle. And I'm surprised there is no slip.
And to me, they have got 1 dot delivery. 2 more to go in this over. Should be keeping a boundary like from a batter's point of view. But if you're a bowler like Babreja, you should be pitching it more fuller nearby to the pad area, so that the attempt you have just made, you may accomplish it.
Slightly full outside the off stump. Opens the face of the bat to get just a single. That's all they'll be getting. Good thing about Nav Babreja is he came back strongly in his 2nd over, not giving away easy boundaries at all. 26 runs on board for Sharjah. Final delivery to come. I think he really impressed everyone, Nav Babreja, with his variation. He has got those cutters, off cutters and leg cutters. And also he has got that back of length delivery. He hits the deck really hard. He's an intelligent bowler. Just utilizing the condition and the situation out there. It's very windy. Look at that. slow one, an off cutter. Played it with straight bat. Not for any runs. 3 overs gone. 26 for 1 Sharjah.
ये बहुत टाइम लेता है अगर चाहिए तो किसी आ जाए वो वैसे ही छोड़ दिया अपने सर्कल में आगे रख अगर लगा सकता है तो नहीं सर मिनट नहीं चाहिए पीछे आप ले ले अपने हिसाब से बाहर आप बाहर बस ठीक है इस विकेट पे मैच है यार
Sultan will continue from the far end. This time full in delivery, picked up really nice. And over the long on fence. Remember, mid-on was up in the circle. Boundary there for Rizwan CP. Slightly fuller. Clears his front foot. And one bounce over the long on fence for a boundary.
Well, they have achieved the target of the 3 overs, 30, 10 runs per over. I should accomplish 40 in this over. What they should be looking into the mind. Good effort, but just having a bit of the hand on the way. I think like one boundary in this over they required, and then they can run like 3 or 4 runs. Because this ground 65 meters boundary, you can run easily couple of runs here, playing into the gap. But well, looking on to the power play in the 4th over, you may take some aerial chances to go over the top, hit some big. See, have a look. Short third man. The one man is going on to the back foot point. Then extra cover mid off. Long on is there on the boundary line patrolling. Fine leg up. So sweep shot can be productive.
This time pushing the batsman onto the front foot. Does well. We'll have a look at the offside field for Fayaz. 5 fielders are there inside the ring. Again, this time pushing the batsman onto the back foot. So he's testing Fayaz Ahmed. Already 6 deliveries is what he has faced. And just a single. Look at that. Packed offside field. I think the law is pretty clear. Not allowing him to play shots freely on the onside.
But before this run, there were 2 dot deliveries, so those shouldn't be wasted, because if you're wasting such kind of deliveries in power play, your task will go much harder when you're coming into 7th, 8th and 9th over. Have a look that they're in deficit of 8 runs, which has been required here so far. 40 should be after 4. They've lost a wicket. That's not been a big deal. They got still in 9 in hands.
4 overs gone. Sharjah 32 for 1.
There you go, the fun news fun fact. AC Milan, Roma, Inter Milan and Genoa actually begun live as cricket clubs.
So spin from both the ends. Nasir Aziz comes in from the pavilion, and 8 innings, 11 wickets. Interesting bowling figures for Nasir Aziz as he comes in and bowls this time on the leg stick. Just a single. Very tricky customer. Nasir, he has got those quick deliveries, those loopy deliveries which he bowls where it dips on you. You get in two minds whether to come forward or to remain on the back foot. He's a tricky customer. Excellent move there by Yasir Kaleem.
Yes, and he's a senior pro. They have got lots of experience at any level, so he's slightly bit of unlucky in the previous games. Lots of time the catches have been dropped. There you go, long on. Not been able to get that, and it's a boundary.
I think he invited the batsman to play that shot because mid-on was up in the circle and he played it really well, adjusted it short to get it over the mid-on fielder. Good thinking by Rizwan CP. Takes his score to 31. And now that fielder has been pushed, there's long on. Slightly fuller, looking for the gap between extra cover and mid-off. Played it straight to the fielder stationed at mid-off. So the ploy is pretty clear, coming round the wicket and targeting that middle and off.
So 3 more deliveries in this over. With every passage of time, the pressure is slightly shifting, tilting in fact. He's into the hands. He had square leg. Sultan was on the way when Nasir has delivered here. He has struck, and second wicket goes on 37.
Was a premeditated shot from Rizwan CP. Was slow shot and was looking for pull shot, but didn't get the connection right. And there was a fielder for that shot. Sultan takes the catch. Rizwan Sweepy is out for 31, and Sharjah, they lose their second one for 37.
सेंटर टू प्ले थोड़ा बाहर हो जा ठीक है
So the new batsman in is Basil Hamid, and first delivery that he gets is a full length delivery on round middle and leg. Played it gently for 2 runs. He's not happy. Wicket keeper and the bowler. Basil Hamid, there you go, 7 innings, 155 runs. Played a brilliant innings, 95. Was unlucky, didn't get to that 100 mark. As he comes in again, that loopy delivery round middle and off. This ploy is pretty clear, forcing the batsman to play on the onside, packed onside field. 5 overs gone. Sharjah 40 for 2.
ये पट्टी इन्हों इधर ही रख ओ यार
Excellent delivery that from Sultan. Was quicker through the air. It's coming round the wicket. Look at that. From the corner of the crease. It's an arm ball very close to the body of Basil Hamid. This time following Basil. Excellent thinking. Got those deliveries which moves away, turns away from the right-hander, and that arm ball is very difficult to pick. Though it was very expensive, the first spell that he bowled, but came back very strongly in the second over. Been an interesting tussle between Fayaz and Sultan, because with the turn he can play his shot. I'm surprised that on the onside there is no deep fielder, though there is a fielder inside the 30-yard circle at mid-wicket. As he comes in over the wicket, slightly short. On the back foot goes Fayaz. Failed to pierce the gap. Played it straight to Dawood Ijaz. And to talk about the strategy and what they should be doing in the coming overs, we've got Shoaib in the com box. 42 runs on board for Sharjah. As Sultan comes in and drifting down the leg stump. Played it magnificently over the mid-wicket, over the backward square leg rather, for a biggie. He's not happy with himself. An excellent pickup shot that from Basil Hamid. Look at that. Round his pads and smacked it. No protection there in the deep.
Well, power play overs, you can't have fielders everywhere. You have to bowl according to a plan and according to your strengths. Slower in the air from Sultan. That's much better. Good afternoon, Srijit. We are in for a thriller of a game. Sharjah lost 2 wickets, but they still want to try and score runs in every over. They're taking the attack, and especially in the first 6 overs.
Slightly quicker. And punched it down towards long gone for a single to retain strike. 6 overs gone. Sharjah 49 for 2.
जब तक वो नहीं बताया तो क्यों बताना
Nasser will continue from the pavilion end. Loopy delivery. Flicked it off his hips towards onside for a quick single. I think it's very difficult to play Nasser the way he has bowled, not allowing any room, not allowing these batters to put on that dancing shoes. He picked a prize wicket of Rizwan CP. Just trying to sweep Nasser, but there was a protection in the backward square leg region. That single 50 comes up for Sharjah. I think he's got a plan against Fayaz. He's not bowling loopy deliveries to him, rather keeping it very full and targeting that extra cover region. Is not a good driver of the ball. We haven't seen that yet. Just playing it with soft hands and picking up singles.
Brings out the reverse Basil, and Nasir has a few words to tell him. Nasir has been one of the important key bowlers for Ajman. He's not given away too many runs. Sayyid Isam, a misfield, will allow them to take that single.
Pressure has been put by the bowler, and that sort of fielding really takes off. That pressure which you have created on the batters. Give a nice stare at that fielder Isam. Again a loopy delivery on the off stick, went on to the back foot and played it for a single. I think this won't really hurt Ajman side, because they know that they have posted a mammoth total on board, 212. And at this stage Ajman were 72 for 1, but it was the final 5-6 overs that really changed the course of the game. 212 uphill task for Sharjah batters. Swept, and excellent work done by Navpap Reja inside the 30-yard circle on the onside. Full length dive towards his right, certainly stopped the boundary. 7 overs gone. Sharjah 54 for 2.
अर्जुन इधर से पीछे निकल जा, अर्जुन इधर से पीछे निकल जा, अर्जुन पीछे निकल जा। 3 कट पे चाहिए मुझे। आप पट्टी साहब ठीक हो, एक और इधर आएगा। बाहर हो, तीनों ऐसे बाहर हो, तीनों डॉन बाहर हो, पट्टी साहब और हो।
Sayyid Isam, 7 matches, 7 innings, 3 wickets for him. He's been given the ball to try and take wickets, and this could be an opportunity for Sharjah to score some runs as well.
Absolutely. Flighted delivery outside the off stump, outside edge, and excellent sliding effort there by Nasir Aziz. 2 runs saved for his side. He's not a bowler who loves to bowl quicker deliveries, rather those loopy deliveries. We have seen the first match that he played, he picked up 3 wickets, and from then on I haven't seen him bowl. Maybe now it's the time to prove his captain wrong. Flighted delivery, he'll get a single for that.
Yes, bowling nice and slow. That's the standings as of now. Fujairah at number 1, Sharjah at number 2, Ajman are at number 5, but they might just jump on to that 3rd position. In fact, they could jump to the 2nd position with a better run rate. If they win this game, they definitely have the chance. They've got the runs on the board. Can the bowlers do the job for Ajman?
All of a sudden becomes an off spinner, comes round the wicket and toss it up round that off stick area, driven for a single.
Yes, and immediately Yasser Kaleem says, do not bowl that off spinner. Make him play against the wind with the spin. So clearly he's got a plan. Nicely bowled. Hasn't got it right from the meat of the bat, but will get a single nevertheless.
Excellent line that from Syed Isam. It'll be interesting to see whether he'll be an off spinner to Fayaz again. No. This time swept magnificently for a single. It was very short. And I think it's right to play against the wind will be very, very difficult. He noticed that and passed that information to Syed Isam.
Flighted delivery outside off will only be a single, so 7 runs off this first Syed Isam over. 8 overs gone. Sharjah are 61 for 2. Nasir Aziz continues and spin from both ends, Srijit. That looks like the plan. And overall, it seems to be that Yasser Kaleem is managing his troops really well.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think it's very difficult to pick those spin bowlers. Yeah, 3 spinners we have seen that. Syed Isam, Sultan and Nasir Aziz. They have put brakes on the scoring. Tossed up delivery, appeal, and up goes the finger.
Big wicket, big wicket. The skipper Fayaz will have to go back to the pavilion, and Nasir Aziz, he's the man with the golden arm, turns that ball, gives it some air, and Fayaz went for that sweep. A faint edge. Couldn't see a major deflection on the ball, but there was some sound. Yasser Kaleem and Nasir Aziz immediately celebrating. No, they've got that big fish. Fayaz Ahmed 8 of 15, and Sharjah are 62 for 3.
Yeah, team Ajman, back to field, please. बढ़िया बातें कर रहे थे, चल जरा मार के दिखा जरा भाई हम जब रास्ते हम इधर आ डॉन है मार देगा यार मारने दे यार ये छक्का मारे इसका मेरा छक्कों का मैच है सिंगल का नहीं है डॉन यार मार ले यार लगता नहीं है आहो आहो कर रन स्कोरिंग लेग go to play
Slight bit of sledging going on. This game is all about hitting sixes. You won't win this match by rotating strike, picking up singles. That's what Yasser is telling the batters.
Yes, the new man in Amjad Gul. They played a lot against each other, with each other. They know them inside out, and Amjad Gul is there because Fayaz Ahmed wanted to go for a big heave, got the edge, and straight into the hands of Yasir Kaleem. Well played by Amjad Gul. He's off the mark with that single.
It'll be interesting to see what will be the strategy from Amjad to face these spinners. This time wraps him on the pad. Excellent delivery. Shuffles across. Looking to play that one towards onside. Excellent delivery that from Nasser Aziz.
Yes, he's mixing it up really nicely. Sometimes he's quicker in the air. This time he gives the ball some air. Beaten for pace, Basil Hamid. Meanwhile, Amjad Gul.
This time pushing the batsman onto the back foot. He's mixing his line really well. Nasser Aziz played it towards onside for a single. So with that single, Basil Hamid will retain strike. Excellent over that. 9 overs gone, 64 for 3 Sharjah.
इधर तीन आएंगे इधर तीन आएंगे शाबाश आइतम इधर खाना बच्चे शाबाश
Isam will continue. Flighted delivery. Yokes himself. Has that well the very last moment to play it down towards long on for a single. So that boundaries we were talking about, they're not coming. Excellent work done by the 3 spinners, Saeed Isam, Sultan and Nasser Aziz. Bowling in right areas. Again, swing and a miss. Excellent line, excellent length. Teasing line, I would say, from Isam.
Amjad Gul likes the ball to come onto the bat. He's giving it air. Syed Isam using his feet and playing it straight down to Ansh Tandon at long off. The singles are not going to hurt Ajman, and the concern for Sharjah is that they don't have a lot of time left. They have to keep scoring at 10 and over.
Deep shot comes in, up in the air. Has it got the distance? Yes, it has. Over the mid-wicket fence for 6. I think with the wind he played. That's what wicket-keeper is telling Isam. There was fielder in the deep, but excellent shot from Basil.
Not taking any credit away from that shot of Basil, but that bat of Basil I'm a big fan of. He had not middled it, yet the ball, that ping, you realize the sound of the bat and you know that it's a really good willow. Basil has one with him. Whenever I get an opportunity, I'd like to definitely see that bat and hold it and see how good that it is. A single to end the over halfway through that second innings. We'll talk about bats and a lot more, but as of now there's a drinks break on the venue.
चलो चलो सही बस आवाज दो यार बात मुबारी मत लाओ यार जाफर भाई कौन मेरी की करना पॉइंट चल 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 जाकर बैक लेकिन एक बॉल करूंगा नहीं 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 अभी नहीं इसके लिए नहीं ठीक है आ जाओ बॉल नहीं था लात फाड़ इनकी लात फाड़
Azhar comes after the break, and the first ball itself ricochets off the stumps, goes straight to long on, and that'll be a single. So Amjad and Basil, they have their work cut out. They are expected to score some big runs and some quick runs for Sharjah to be in the game. 75 in 10.1 overs.
सिंगल सिंगल
Yes, they are working all together. Yes, look on to the score. They required 10 runs per over from when they started this inning. Almost 24 runs in a deficit. You were just trying to have a big one, couldn't improvise, just for a single.
Yes, will be a single, and singles are not going to hurt Ajman. It's gone high up in the air. Again, not middling it. Will only be another single. So this has been a good over so far from Mohammad Azhar.
Two more deliveries to go in this over, as Basil is just a major striker so far. Down the wicket, just checked his stroke because that fielder was having a protection at deep. So he's thinking a couple added. Score is slowly but surely increasing here for Sharjah. Just one delivery to go in this over. As Amjad was trying down the wicket, trying to get a big one, not been able.
You see, Yasir Kaleem is planning every ball, and that is a good sign for Ajman. He wants to plan and strategize every over. Good shot from Amjad Gul, straight into the hands of the fielder. Daud, he's having a great day with the bat, and now he does well in the field as well. Gets a good catch to dismiss Amjad Gul. Yet another failure for Amjad Gul. He is walking back dejected. Sharjah are in some trouble.
Yes, good captaincy here by Yasir Kaleem, who got the fielder, and bowler has applied his work there. Amjad Gul depart at 7. It's 4 down at 80.
हर टूर्नामेंट से नया स्पॉन्सर है चल अच्छी तरह कवरिंग नेक्स्ट थैंक यू बाहर हो अपने सर्कल से आ ऊपर नहीं चाहिए मुझे पटी साहब आप ठीक हो
The new man in Amir Hamza, the all-rounder for Sharjah. has been given the role of a finisher. Can he finish things off for Dubai? He had a great season in the D10, if I'm not wrong, playing for Sharjah this season. Starts off well, drives straight down the ground for a single.
Well, so far you can see like Sharjah, they're paving their way. Yes, Ajman did try their level best to get some early wickets. Well, getting 3 wickets as the other delivery. And look at that, they are just making a sort of rotation policy which is being the need of time. But it shouldn't go longer. As, in their last game versus Dubai, they lost it. So the confidence is some way a bit of shaken that when a team is coming in the next game. Break is there. Excellent delivery. Surprises.
Yes, that's a good ball. Some turn, some bounce. As a captain, Yasir Kaleem can get a slip in place. They're looking for 2 and will get them. Good running between the wickets from Amir Hamza and Basil. But singles and doubles are not going to help them. They need boundaries every over now. More than that, almost 13 is the required run rate. Fuller delivery straight down again. Just too full from Sayyid Isam on that occasion. Has to allow the ball to turn. Runs required 128 in 49 deliveries.
He's just going aerial towards long leg. Just getting a single. Yes, exactly. The job is getting more tougher and tougher. Have a look on required run rate. 15 required in every over. But this over ball, 12 gone. Sharjah 86 for 4.
Mohammad Azhar continues. First ball down the leg side and was watchful. Basil Hamid decides to let it go into the hands of the keeper. Clean collect from Yasir Kaleem. And clean bowled. That's it. Azhar strikes. Stepping down the track. Basil Hamid. That pressure definitely took a toll on him. He knew that he had to go for some runs. Ball keeping low, quicker as well. And that is the end of Basil Hamid's innings. 33 of 26, 87 for 5 now, Sharjah.
covering center. Next stick. 5 to play. Left arm around, cutting through.
New batter for Sharjah, the youngster Aryan Saxena scored 12 runs before this in the only chance that he got. Azhar starting off well, getting some turn, some bounce, and well played by the young Aryan Saxena.
There you go, the ball keeping low. Head was nowhere in place. Lost the wicket at that stage. I think so that half of the team sitting in the dugout. Really hard for the teams to whip up at this stage because they need some good partners to carry some good runs and momentum. Well, the teams will surely require some kind of big hitters, the big game players, the match changers in the middle of the innings at this stage when they lost 5 wickets.
Off the pads, nicely played in the vacant area around the fine leg. Syed Isam does well to run all the way from the short third man. The ball did not have enough legs to cross the ropes. 88 for 5. More than 16, 17 runs and over required from here on. It's getting even more difficult with every passing delivery.
Worked away towards onside easily and comfortably. Well, before this, Dawood Ejaz scoring 82 runs in just 31 deliveries with 9 boundaries and 6 sixes. In his credit, what a knock he has played. And from these two, Sharjah, there will be anyone that will be coming up with some such kind of stance and power hitting? No. Off colour. What is dot delivery? Over being bowled.
आखिरी वो तगड़ा करना है जहां से कर रहा वहीं से करे जा टंडन
Beautiful hit from Amir Hamza. He clears his front leg and deposits that over mid-wicket. Syed Isam on the very first ball has been hit for a 6. They need a lot more, Ijaz.
Yes, exactly. They need to go aerial. Don't look onto the soil. Don't look onto the land. Just fly. And be a Superman at this stage. Because time is lesser. The run rate jumping up with every passage of time.
Ajman at the same stage were 119 for 2. And this is when Dawood Ijaz was not in his top gear. No ball signalled by the umpire. Nadeem Anjum says it's a no ball. That means it's going to be a free hit.
Yes, so you've got a chance here to go free, hit big, and get at least 6 if you can. No, you can only look onto the fielder, settling for a single.
He should have played that straight and not towards the mid-wicket. Amir Hamza has all the shots in the book, but he decides to go for the slog sweep. It was way outside off. Aryan Saxena just playing dot deliveries. He's not yet opened his account.
अच्छा
This
नॉर्मल
time
आ
he
जाओ,
gets
नॉर्मल
the
हो जाओ।
single.
जहाँ था वहीं आ जाओ, जहाँ थे वहीं आ जाओ।
Well, still they've not been equipping themselves with three figures. Overall team effort, 100 up, with a loss of 5 wickets in 13.4 overs. I think a slight bit of late call. Too wide towards offside. Yes, umpire has confirmed it. Couple of big overs required here at this stage.
ओए,
He's just trying to muscle it again.
ये वो ये बहुत है, शाबाश।
Yes, he's allowing the ball to turn because he's bowling it slower in the air. And that has been a problem for Sharjah. Catch it is the call. That's gone high up in the air. Fielder coming underneath it and doesn't reach there, Sultan Ahmed. That could have been a wicket. Instead, they get that single to end the over. 14 overs gone, 102 on the board. Sharjah for the loss of 5 wickets.
Not watching the ball properly. This happens. He loses your balance because the front foot was nowhere near. Look at that, too much away from the ball. And in cricket, you need to come closer to the ball if you want to play on merit. Walked away towards onside, as described earlier. The last game versus Sharjah, we won that with a margin of 16 runs. But before that, Sharjah winning with a margin of 7 wickets. So whenever they are chasing Sharjah team, they have shown good tendency, positive cricket. That worked that one away towards onside, getting a single.
Yes, this has been a good performance from Ajman. Yasir Kaleem has led the side well, and the bowlers have responded well for Ajman as they look to win another game against a very strong Sharjah. The spinners are doing wonderfully well, so that's the difference between the two sides. Sharjah playing with fast bowlers, while Ajman playing with only one fast bowler, Nav Pabreja. Besides gentle push again, a single.
Yes, exactly. Really a gentle push, as they've been going gently at this stage. This single, the over bowled.
तो आखिरी मोमेंट डलवाना, ठीक है? कैंसिल जा। वो लगा रहे फास्ट बॉलर। अभी नहीं। ये तो फास्ट नहीं, कौन सा सिग्नल है? वीडियो में फास्ट सही बात है। पटी साहब कट भी रखी। एक कवर पीछे कर रहे। ओ, अभी तक सर कवर कर लिया सर।
Worked away towards onside. They have taken a single with that. And so far, would it see like this has been the match plan here for since last couple of overs that batters, they have been looking on to get singles and doubles. Because you can expect, like, when the middle order is there, Srijit has just joined me in Combox, that middle order players normally going from top to bottom. The tail, you can expect such kind of shots. Catches the call, went too high. Haha, he was saying couldn't watch the ball properly.
Good evening, Ejaz, and good evening to all our viewers. They were interesting that wicketkeeper and skipper was saying, "You are not in the game. Focus, mate, focus." Good captaincy, I would say. Played it towards onside for a single, and you don't need to be complacent at this stage. Although you picked up 5 wickets, but there were times when teams may come back, so he doesn't want to give that room to the opposition. Quicker through the air, tapped it towards offside to Nasir Aziz, not for any runs. Excellent line. Nelson for 5. 1-1-1 for 5, Sharjah. Again coming in with the arm. Just a single to retain strike. 16 overs gone. 1-1-2 for 5, Sharjah. Nasir Aziz will continue from the other. An excellent delivery. Was full and kept a bit low. Maybe one of those cracks landed on that. Because as the match progresses, it will open up and will be very difficult for the batting side. Look at that. Slower through the air. Not that easy to prick from that angle, from that line.
Well, to me, coaches always used to speak, play closer to the ball. But he's giving too much space. There you go. He's just gone a bit of the aerial and this time dispatched well. Boundary from umpire's signal, but see that? He's just playing closer to the body and getting results.
Absolutely not at all happy with that line from himself. Because he has set a big standard for himself. He wants to pick up wickets every delivery. That's what you need to do as a bowler, and you love to have such player in your team. This one quicker in the air. No proper connection. Will be getting a single. They're looking for the second, and they'll be getting it quite easily.
Well, this should be the momentum, because when you're requiring more than 15 runs per over, at this stage you need to whip up, play some big shots. There you go, he's muscled it, hammered it away. Ball is going aerial, all the way for 6. Good clean hit.
I think he was very predictable. He was consistently bowling that line, though he first missed 2 deliveries from that particular line, but this time around he played it right from the middle of his blade. Look at that required rate. Still they need at least 3 to 4 sixes every over. But Ajman will be having an eye on the net run rate as well. 12 runs conceded by Nasir Aziz in this over. Final delivery to come. This one quicker through the air, and result over the long on fence for 6.
Yes, Nasir not happy with his bowling, but there's a flat 6 going all the way. 6 and finishes the over. 17 gone. Sharjah 130 for 5. Slight bit away from the body again, because we did see that back of line deliveries towards offside. Sometimes easy for the batters, because I think so over here at this stage that Aryan was slight bit away from that delivery. He should have been going almost 5 to 6 inches to his offside if he wants to play that or such kind of deliveries.
130 for 5 Sharjah. As this one played it nicely. Straight to the fielder Nasir Aziz. Looking cool and composed. They know that it's very difficult from here on for the Sharjah side to win. With an excellent batting performance from from Ajman, where Dawood Ijaz getting to his half century and not allowing the bowlers to come on the top. Again a swinging delivery appeal there, and umpire says no. An excellent delivery, Ijaz, having a plan in his mind and bowling according to that only.
Nev into his third over. No wicket for him, but he has contained well. And captain must be happy sometimes that when his bowlers, they are not taking wickets, but they are containing. Bit of full and delivery. Because when you are containing runs, it might be that you won't be getting wickets, but your companion, the other pacer, other spinner, will be getting something from the surface. And what we have seen here, the wicket column, 5 down at 130. Really a good effort by the bowling unit, Ajman.
Absolutely. They batted really well, and the bowlers are really complimenting them. A slow one picked up nicely. It's in the air and over the backward square leg fence for 6. Was very predictable on that occasion. Around his midland leg, he swept that one over. They need at least 2 to 3 sixes every over, and occasional sixer won't help really Sharjah. Remember, they are chasing a target of 213 to win. It's a mammoth target posted by Ajman after losing the toss and been put into bat. Again a Yorker length delivery. puts his bat down in time. Get a single to retain strike. 18 overs gone. 137 for 5 Sharjah.
रोहन आप भी आई इधर जरा यार जल्दी कर ले यार जो यार टाइम शॉट है यार ना बाकी जाओ बाहर निकली सिंगल 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 सिंगल
Sultan, beg your pardon, it's Azhar who will come from the pavilion and comes and bowls that full length delivery round the middle and leg six. That has been the ploy from Ajman bowlers, especially the spinners, off spinners, not allowing any room whatsoever to the batters.
Yes, will only be a single. Well, to me, like this is really a best game of the tournament, that we've been able to see the highest runs on the bowl, like targets, and really the T20 version of cricket has been shown from Ajman cricket team down the wicket. They have chipped it. So this is exactly where the tournaments are going on the peak, like scoring 220. The other game scores like Ghost 190, and they will be chased down. So these are the colours where tournaments are being likely to whip up in popularity, gain popularity. So I think that such innings from teams will boost their morale.
And also you need to give credit to Yasir Kaleem, who led his side from the front. We'll be talking about that. Meanwhile, a slow one, pulled away, it's in the air. Has it got the distance? No. Caught at deep mid-wicket by Sultan. Another wicket goes down. And wicketkeeper skipper saying that I told you to bowl that line. See, there was a catch and he completed that. And before this delivery, he was telling Sultan to get ready for one. It's very difficult when the ball is turning away from you. Excellent take. So Amir Hamza, well played, 40 from 29. And Sharjah 138 for 6. Final delivery, again a mistimed shot up in the air, and the fielder drops it. It's Hamid, who did all the hard work to come forward and get to that one, but he was juggler on that occasion. 19 overs gone, 139 for 6 Sharjah. Now we'll continue. First delivery. Excellent stuff. First up from him. I think he's evolved as a bowler. Now Pabreja, you give him the new ball, he will swing, he will trouble the batsman. You keep his 2 overs till the end, he will come and bowl those cutters and Yorker length deliveries. And so far he has impressed everyone. 3 overs, none for 19 his figures. Though he didn't get any wicket this match, but kept very tight. Meanwhile, again a Yorker length delivery. Had to dig it out, Zahur. Just a single.
Well, Srijit, I was looking onto the table. Like after this win, if Ajman will be winning this contest, this game today, they will be coming with 8 games, 4 wins for them. In Sharjah, 8 games, 4 wins for them. So both teams will be equalizer after playing 8 games.
Absolutely. All credit to the Ajman side. Again a Yorker length delivery, outside edge. No protection there, 4 runs. But that won't hurt Ajman for sure. As you rightly said, that this victory will definitely take them closer to Fujairah. We witnessed that encounter against Fujairah. They lost their first game of the tournament thanks to Ajman. No one in this tournament were able to even match Fujairah. It was this team, Ajman, who came up with some brilliant batting performance, bowling performance, and of course their fielders also complemented really well.
There you go, firmly hit, but straight to the fielder. They have got protection. Yes, you're right. Sometimes you've been expecting some big movements from the big sides, but those teams not been showing their tendency because might be it's not their day, and like the weak teams, they've been coming up with some better plans and with better efforts. So that's why cricket is by chance all the times. Sometimes, like Bradman scoring 100 and getting duck on the next inning.
Very funny. A slip in place. I don't know why. Maybe to stop that boundary, which he... it was a boundary. As you rightly said, everyone will be looking to make that a big, in fact, very big. And Ajman, you know, I must say that it's their day. 1-4-5 for 6 Sharjah. Final delivery to be bowled. And bowled him. Clean bowled. We were talking about now Pabreja not getting a wicket in this match. There you go. He has got that wicket. And Ajman, they beat Sharjah by 67 runs. What a performance that. They batted really well. I think it was the toss that turned things around initially. Sharjah winning the toss and inviting the Ajman team to bat first on a surface which was very good for batting. And then they posted 212 runs. And their bowlers really complemented well by picking up wickets and putting those breaks, required breaks. What a performance, what a team performance. I remember Ajman losing the first game where Yasir Khalim was the lone fighter scoring half century. From then to now, things have changed. Team has evolved. They are playing like a true champions.
Yes, exactly. They have done a great job here. Have a look onto the cars chasing 10 runs per over. They were unable to go through. As one of the opener, Rizwan CP, got the start, but he couldn't capitalize. Then 33 for Basil Hamid. He was looking good, but not been able to whip up 40 at the bottom line for Amir Hamza. And overall, in 20 overs, 7 wickets were lost and score was 145.
And that's the bowling card for Ajman. Now for Breja, 4 overs, 25 runs on a wicket. And pick of the bowlers, Azhar and Nasir Aziz. Azhar bowling 4 overs, 3 for 18 his figures. Nasir Aziz, though it was a bit expensive, but picked up those 2 crucial wickets. And Sultan Ahmed. So if you look at the 3-4 spinners that they have used, Sultan, Nazir, Sayyid Sam and Azhar, they have really put those breaks, required breaks to be put in the middle innings, and that was really, really crucial for Ajman.
Yes, exactly. It's windy. Let's have a look on to the highlights of this inning. There you go. They wanted to go earlier on the top, but unable to break the shackles. Early wickets. Captain onto the back foot because the tendency was there. They can hit big, but courtesy good bowling. That bowler utilised by Yasir Kaleem was perfect. The field placement was all good. The catches were taken properly. Some good stuff behind the stumps. Then a spinners era that when they were enjoying the luxury of getting wickets, and they were trying all over the ground, all over the park, but unable to fly high because every time they were standing up, a big axe was there and bowler were chopping down everything. The last one to go, and there you go. Ajman scoring 212 runs, the last 4 wickets. Daud Eja scoring 82 runs in 31 deliveries, then 47 runs. Yasir scored in 34. And pick up the bowlers Ayan and Sher and Zaud. They're sharing the wickets each. And 145 was only the way that Sharjah scored here, and along with this, it's 67 runs victory for Ajman. Well, we are all set for the presentation ceremony. Let's go down to Shoaib Ahmed.
Thank you, Combs. What a great game of cricket we've witnessed today. Ajman taking on the mighty Sharjah. Of course, both the teams locked horns. They gave their best, but Ajman started off really well and never stopped performing with the bat, with the ball and in the field as well. It was a clinical performance from Ajman, and for the first time in the tournament, Ajman looks like a team that might just challenge the mighty Fujairah side. Now, what has transpired so far is that the batting has clicked for Ajman. All the batters came out, they contributed with the bat. There was one man who stood out in that batting performance. Clearly the special performance of this season, I can say that. That is none other than Daud Ijaz, scoring 82 runs of 31 deliveries. He's our player of the match. Daud Ijaz. Congratulations, Daud. बहुत ही अच्छी परफॉर्मेंस थी और ये ड्यू थी क्योंकि आप अच्छा खेल रहे थे पहले के मैचेस में, लेकिन रन्स उतने नहीं आ रहे थे, तो आप खुश होंगे आज के परफॉर्मेंस को लेके?
जी जी बिल्कुल. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल थैंक यू, मैं गॉड का शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ. लास्ट में भी 37-38 था, तो उससे पहले भी ऐसे ही था, तो मैं कोशिश कर रहा था कि आज 30 प्लस हों, तो उसके बाद कुछ 30 एक्स्ट्रा प्लस हों बीच में, तो बस थैंक यू कि खुदा ने करम किया और हो गया.
अब इस पिच की बात करते हैं. थोड़ा सा आपको ऐसा लगा कि बैटिंग के लिए इजी था या आज आपका गेम ही कुछ अलग लेवल का था?
नहीं, पिच का बिहेव एवरीडे ऑलमोस्ट चेंज होता है. कल कुछ था, आज कुछ और था. बॉल थोड़ा स्लो था और ब्रेक हो रहा था, बट ये था कि विंड चल रही थी, तो उस कैलकुलेशन के हिसाब से खेले, तो इसलिए थोड़ा अच्छा स्कोर हो गया.
आप नॉर्मली देखते हैं कि आप थोड़ा सा टाइम लेते हैं स्टार्टिंग में, पहले मिडिल करते हैं और फिर अपने शॉट्स लगाते हैं, तो ये जो रोल है आपका मिडिल ऑर्डर में अजमान के लिए, ये आपको काफ़ी सूट कर रहा है ऐसा लगता है?
हाँ, सूट तो कर रहा है. बस यासिर भाई का कॉन्फिडेंस है मेरे ऊपर, तो वो जैसे मेरे को बोलते हैं, जिस हिसाब से जो कंडीशन है, आज कंडीशन थी 10 ओवर में 90 था, तो पॉजिटिव ही खेलने का था, तो मैंने उसी हिसाब से आके पॉजिटिव ही अपनी इनिंग को कैरी ऑन किया. सम टाइम बीच में विकेट गिर जाते हैं, तो थोड़ा मुझे लेना पड़ता है मैच को, बट जैसा मेरे कैप्टन का मुझे होता है, मैं कोशिश करता हूँ उसी के हिसाब से अपनी बैटिंग करूँ.
बहुत मज़ा आया आज आपकी परफॉर्मेंस देख के और उम्मीद करते हैं कि इसी तरह आप आगे भी परफॉर्म करते रहें. ऑल द बेस्ट.
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू.
That was the player of the match. Of course, Daud Ijaz, blistering knock of 82 runs in 31 deliveries. That is a special performance. Right now, it's time for me to call a special person as well. It is the captain of Team Ajman, Yasir Kaleem. Well done, Yasir. पहली बार we felt that the team Ajman, the batting lineup especially, has performed to their potential. Everyone contributed with the bat.
Yes, we have a very strong batting lineup. It's just a matter of clicking. So, me coming to open the innings is a positive message I want to go give to the team that in 6 overs, if we are scoring 50 runs without giving wickets, then we can on every match we can score more than 160 runs.
Looking at that bowling performance, you must be happy with the spinners. They're doing the job. You're the only team which is actually sporting around 4 to 5 spinners, except for Emirates Blues. But your spinners are definitely doing the job for you.
I think we have the best spinners in UAE. Sultan has been around the UAE circuit for last 4 or 5 years. He's been playing for PSL as well. Ajju has been there for a long time, and we have the mystery spinner Shanawaz and Isam also clicking in, and Nasir is also he's been a veteran for the UAE cricket. So we have one of the best spinners. So we just want to give confidence to our bowlers, and once everything comes into play, then we end up on a good side.
One win can definitely change the momentum. That's what we've seen. You beat Fujairah, and since then you're looking like a different side altogether. What do you tell your team after such a performance?
See, we don't talk much when after winning. Last match we had a very bad hiccup, so we just before the match we told that we have to play to our reputation. We all are good players, and we have a reputation to keep. So families, everyone is watching behind, So we just wanted to give ourselves, you should give your 100% on the ground, and don't worry about the result, but your effort should be there. If you're giving the best efforts, then result will fall into place.
Well, Ajman is clearly becoming one of the favourite sides of the tournament. All the best for your future games as well.
Thank you very much, Sheb. Thank you.
That was the winning captain, Yasir Kaleem, for us. Of course, that's it from the post-match presentation. But do not go anywhere. We've got some more matches lined up for you. Back to you guys in the combox.
Thank you very much, Shoaib. What a performance that from Dawood Ijaz. That was match number 1. And this is another match. Emirates Blues taking on Abu Dhabi. That will be match number 22 of the tournament. So Shoaib is ready with the 2 skippers for the toss. Let's go straight to Shoaib.
Good evening and welcome. It's toss time for the second game of the day. Abu Dhabi are taking on Emirates Blues. I've got the 2 captains alongside me and also the match referee. For Emirates Blues, we've got Alishan Sharfu. Right in the centre is the match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. And on to his left is the captain, the man in green, Ali Abid for Abu Dhabi. Home team, Emirates Blues. Alishan has the coin. Heads is the call.
It is head.
It is heads. So, Ali, आप टॉस जीत गए